time coming and joining us, and definitely want you to feel free in sharing your thoughts with us as well today too. The one thing we want to be mindful of is we're not here to name any names today, so if you can help to refrain from that, that would be greatly appreciated, but we do want you to speak freely as well too. The focus groups this morning focused on asking students to identify on campus what are some services, areas, or things that have helped them in their educational goals, things that have been positive and worked well. We also asked students what were some challenges that they may have encountered here on campus at UCC. And with those challenges, we invited them to offer to us any suggestions they may have had to help us to overcome those challenges. So ideally, by being able to hear from all of you today, it's going to help us to help our students to be more successful here at Macomb Community College. On the charts that are taped up above are our notes from our sessions, and I kind of want to start off first with what are some of the things that students felt were helpful based on the feedback this morning. They shared with us that they found in general, as far as UC goes, was very helpful. They also found that our TRIO program was helpful. They appreciated the daycare that we have provided on campus. One student noted that having a bus system that takes her directly to the campus for her classes and her daycare was very beneficial. In addition, Project CANS was noted as a valuable resource on campus. Not only the food pantry that Project CANS offers, but also the Thanksgiving baskets that have been provided to students in the past. They believe that about 15 to 20% of our student population use Project CANS, but they also noted that they don't believe as many students who really need it are using Project CANS as well. It was also noted that through that office, there's also a backpack program. Some students indicated this morning that not many were aware of it. And out of our group of 7, 5 indicated they didn't know anything about the backpack program. Any thoughts as far as their feedback today goes, as far as the things that they identified were helpful?
Or do you guys have is there another support from campus that you guys are using that the other students didn't mention? What has helped you succeed?
Somebody's helpful. My husband used the disability services. He was able to identify a learning disability
really go out of their way to do that for you. And all you need to do is ask, and it's right there for you.
Have any of you, as students, asked an instructor for a letter of recommendation, whether it be for a scholarship or employment?
I saw two questions. Four. Thanks. I'm learning.
I'm going to combine these last three areas as far as positive experiences students have had. One has been with an advisor. Two, tutoring. And the students specifically talked about tutoring in ESB. And they also talked about tutoring within our TRIO program, which is our top program. And the third area is the library. To elaborate a little bit more on tutoring, the students indicated that oftentimes it is the instructor telling them or sharing them information about the tutoring services that are available. Regarding the top tutoring of the students we had, 2 of the students were tutors and 5 of the students used tutoring. Those students that we met with this morning believe that 50% of the students in the top program used the top tutoring, and about 75% of the students on campus used the tutoring in the tutoring lab.
Does that sound accurate?
I'm going to capture that one right there, yeah.
Does that sound, does anybody feel like those numbers are inaccurate? Would you estimate something different or the same?
I think it's about right.
Yeah.
That seems way behind.
75% of the students were up at ESP, there would be room for them.
Okay.
Not at the same time, but I mean, at different times. I know that I came across something that I did a particular math concept that I had trouble with and went, just walked in and was able to sit down through right away. And she actually was helping any 4 of us at the same time, you know, step by step, and I never had any problem in the room.
Okay.
And then you were about to say something, sir?
I've been in there during math, and there's been quite a few people in there, and you didn't have anybody to help you. But at the same time, if you had everybody that needed help in the school up there wouldn't be room for it.
Yeah.
Do you think our center could support 75% of our student population in there?
As big as it is right now?
Yes.
No.
So I guess raise a hand, how many of you have used a tutor period on campus? Or are tutor?
Overachieving.
I feel like that was 6 hands. 7, 8. Okay. Almost everybody.
The other service area is the library that they noted. One of the students is a work study student in the library. And some of the things that they identified that they found helpful were the laptops, iPads, and calculators that they have available to loan out, the computer lab, the free printing, that they feel the library is user-friendly, as well as the research services, in particular by one staff member. That is, they said, the research guru. One student also noted that they found rooms and quiet areas to study. On the challenge or barrier that was noted, one student indicated that she wouldn't use the library because she believes that the library should be quiet. So of you here today, how many of you have studied or used the library, any of those